Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Friday night, which means it's alcohol free night. The beer we're going for tonight is from Funky Fluid. This one, it is their Free Italo. And Free Italo is an alcohol free lemon hazy American pale ale. It weighs in at less than 0.5% ABV. And it says on the back of the can somewhere, where is it? The non-alcoholic version of Italo, a juicy, distinctly bitter, hazy APA, dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic. Lovely. And brewed with a touch of Amalfi lemons, an alcohol-free Italian vacation in a glass. And that sounds lovely. We had about one day of spring the day before today. So yesterday even. And today it's been back to typical British spring weather of rain. So a bit of an imagination of an Italian holiday would go down wonderfully. Anyway, let's get this out into a glass and see what we think, shall we? And we're going to pour into my AF Beer Club glass. It's a big 500ml can, which is always welcome, especially if the beer is good, which I'm sure it will be. Anyway, the pour is hazy, a little bit hazy anyway, pale. I quite like that surge. There we go. So that's your beer in a glass. A few too many bubbles on the side that I care to think of. But anyway, very pale, hazy beer, slightly hazy, and a really nice, tight, solid white head. Let's have a whiff. Oh, okay. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting more lemon. There is lemon, but it's nowhere near as strong as I expected. I've got some stone fruit, which makes sense given the mosaic. But yeah, really subtle lemon, fairly dominant apricot-y, peachy, that kind of stone fruit vibe as opposed to your mango. And it's quite light on the nose. Yeah, so it looks good, smells subtle. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Body's good, just under medium. Carbonation is plentiful, but not too much, not OTT. It's quite dry. It is quite dry. And the flavours are subtle. They are subtle. Whilst you get more stone fruit on the nose, the flavour is all about the lemon. And it's soft, it's subtle, it's sweeter rather than tangy, which I was hoping for in a real kind of lemony vibed beer. And then there's that bitterness that sits behind it. It's not what I would call robust, it's a strong support. And even though the flavour is not overly strong, the whole thing works as a package. It could easily be said that a beer that is quite light on the flavour front is lacking. This is not. It works because it's representative of the lemon, in as much as it's like a lemon cordial in that kind of flavour, with that supporting bitterness of the hops behind it. Really quite refreshing. And as I mentioned, quite dry, which is nice. I like that. It doesn't have that cloying thing that many kind of things with lemon in them can have. That kind of just makes the back of your mouth that little bit claggy. This doesn't do that. It's refreshing. It's summery. I would happily sit and drink this on a hot summer's day by an Italian Riviera. Absolutely. I was trying to think of the big famous Lake Como. That's the one. Yeah. Sit by there on a bit of a boat. Let it go down lovely. The back end is very refreshing, very soft, very subtle lemon. That's the key to this beer. It is all about the subtle lemon. So, scoreboard of joy time. think this one's going to be a bit of a conundrum to score, actually. Anyway, that's your scoreboard. It's currently empty. Let's fill it in a little bit, shall we? Red pen of judgment at the ready. Visually, it looks all right, even though it is a bit more pale than I would normally like on a beer. I know it's an APA, right? The clue is in the name. It's a pale ale, and this one is particularly pale. It does, however, have a nice colour, a subtle haze, and a nice head on it, right? It looks like it should. It really is quite nice to look at. So I'm going to give it 0.9. Had it been a little bit more oomph to the colour, then it would have had the full point. Anyway, the aroma really is subtle. It's super subtle. Everything about this beer is subtle. You get more of the stone fruit, like I say, the peachy, nectarine, apricot-y type thing with a soft lemon behind it. But it is very, very, very light, and I would want a lot more on the nose to give it a really strong score. I like what there is. I just want more than double of what there currently is in terms of the aroma. So I'm going to go down the middle on this one and go to 0.5. The body, can't fault it. It works. It's just under medium, good carbonation. The mouthfeel overall is spot on. Really good for alcohol free, actually. So yeah, I can't really fault that at all. I'm going to give it a full point. And the taste, as I said, is subtle. It's very subtle, but it works. It's not OTT in your face, tart and tangy. It's not sour. Equally, it's not completely beer, no lemon. It's subtle lemon followed by a nice hot bitterness and an overall taste that works. Again, I just want more of everything. Maybe not quite as much more as the aroma. I'm really enjoying it, but I just want a lot more. So I'm gonna go. Where shall I go? I'm erring one way or the other. I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'll go 0.7. Because again, I just want a lot more. If it was just more, I'd go 0.8. Anyway, finish. It's clean. It's refreshing. It's light. It's summery. I could happily sit and drink it, like I said, by a nice Italian Riviera or Lake Como. Either would be happy with. Maybe not right now because it's a bit too close to the Middle East for my liking. Anyway, enough about that. The finish, I'm going to give the 0.9. Again, I just want more on the back end. A lot more punch. But, no, not a lot more. Just more punch. More. I just want more. Anyway, what have we got? We got 2.8, 3.2, 3.9 out of 5. Now, this is the fun bit about objective scoring. I like what I'm drinking, and yet the score isn't as high as I perhaps would have thought it would have been, because it's been let down by a couple of things, namely just it being a bit too subtle. I like it, I just want more of it. So we come to the bonus points. It can't have a full bonus, because it did not get a full 5 out of 5. Would I buy it again? I probably would, actually. I enjoy the flavour. Even if it is subtle, I enjoy it. It's a refreshing, light, clean tasting beer. So yeah, I probably would buy it again. Value for money, right? Now this is one of the rare times when I get a can from House of Trembling Madness that still has a price label on it. This one was £3.40 for a 500ml can. Is it value for money? I'm going to sit on the fence. Again, I like it, but there's lots of things I want more of. So I think it needs a little bit more of a score to give it the full value for money. It's tasty, but not quite tasty enough for that. So there we go. 3.9 out of 5 with one bonus for, good measure. So there we go. I like things that Funky Fluid do. It's not the first beer I've had. Won't be the last, I am sure. But this one is one for those who like things a little bit lighter, a little bit more subtle, a little less in your face. And things with lemon can be really in your face if you're not careful. This is what I would call a safe introduction to all things beer and lemon related. I like it. I do. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of it and play a little guitar, I think. And we're going to leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.